morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's doing well. As I just got done doing my after-school stuff for today, and get to enjoy my weekend as the first weekend of being a full-time teacher once again. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out and hanging out. Hope everyone's doing well. There. We're just chilling out, hanging out as I get to talk to you guys and worry about traffic depending on the situation. At the end of the day, just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and stuff like that. Whether it's for my job wise, whether it's to help you guys, stuff like that. And apologies for the community post being late today for those of you that have been used to my schedule of having it at noon my time. So I know I posted it around 2:30 or 2 o'clock. So, but I hope you guys still enjoyed reading that. For those of you that like reading community posts, thank you for all you guys that are here currently. Those of you that are here after the fact, if you're watching it back once the live is over, I appreciate everyone's support. And one little bit of business that I need to do, I'll probably say when I see them in chat next, is thank you to Skeleton for the $10 dono that you sent while I was in class. I just could not respond to it because I was first teaching when I first saw that text. So I was just like, whoa, I did not expect that ringtone. Let me make sure my phone is on silent. I didn't expect my phone to go off today. So that happened during that time. I was like, whoa, okay. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, as we're just heading out and stuff like that. And feel free to ask random questions. Worst case scenario, I tell you that I don't know it or ask you about it because I want to know more about why you asked that question or what you know about it. So I can figure out what it is about too. Worst case scenario, I was like, that's interesting, but I know I wouldn't be able to tell you much more than what you are able to tell me now. But welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, and stuff like that. Feel free to chat. Feel free to say hi. If you are new here, if you're returning, feel free to say hi again so I get to see you guys again. Who knows? For sure, for all any of you guys. Hello, Jean. Welcome in. Indeed. How are you doing, Jean? And right now it's slightly fuzzy because I don't want to have to worry about license plates issues. For those of you that are wondering why you see it slightly blurry on the outside, and that's I purposely position my focus to be that way, so focus is on the radio, and I think that's why it sometimes glitches out because I have it focused on that. So I want to make sure that you guys don't have to see any license plates because I don't want to ask anyone seeing someone's license plates and stuff like that, to say the least. Because at the end of the day, I don't have permission to see everyone's license plate, so as best as I can, try to conceal it, because that tells a lot about a person. Hello, Danny Berry. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in for everyone, whether you're new, whether you're returning, or you guys are considered my regulars. Those of you that are considered my mods, welcome in, and those of you that are considered my members. That I appreciate all you guys for being here, even if you're just saying hi, even if you're just liking it because you enjoy something that I said. At the end of the day, for those of you that are on mobile, don't forget to double tap your screen so you can leave a like if you choose to do it that way, because I know on the phone it's not always easy to find the menus. everyone's doing well, and making sure that we're as ready as we can be for the weekend. For some of us in other parts of the world is Saturday, where the weekend has already been starting, and hopefully your weekend's been off to a good start. Hey, Brother Saucy, welcome in. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. My job is going good. Still enjoying it, because when I'm teaching, I'm able to be my element of being able to be helpful, be able to show my patience and stuff like that. And I know I can't talk about what the job is, like I told you guys in the community posts, for those of you that read it, but I know eventually, once it gets all finalized, I'll tell you guys more about it, because I know some of you guys would like to know more information about it. but it's been good that you know that there's always going to be, some people say that one class you have to worry about, and for me, because of the new rule in Texas, that I had to worry about constantly reminding them to be off the phone, because we want them to be off their phones, but it's because the state wants them to be off their phones now, because apparently at some point the state may bring people, and if they catch someone on the phone, it's much more severe than just us making them pay $15 to get the phone back if we bring it to an administrator and stuff like that. Just different things that I'm trying to work out and stuff like that. Saucy. I know you enjoy making those messages, especially when you're applying all the emotes. That's why I know when I add more, you're like, okay, how can I fit it more? That I know that will be eventually something that we have to look at. And someone remind me when I'm in my evening stream tonight that over the weekend to update the member list, because I forgot to do that, and that member list is off. That was posted last Tuesday. I need to do that, so it shows the right list, because some of you guys are now my 5-month members and it doesn't show it. And I want to make sure that you guys are being recognized correctly, for those of you that have read my community posts. And looks like someone has subscribed to the channel. We'll wait till the stream is officially saved so you guys can see it on stream. But welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. I know you're up there, Saucy, but it doesn't show that you're a 5-month member now. Because remember, if I remember right, that's what the gold star is supposed to represent, that you have at least 5 months. So I want to make sure it shows it correctly. Hello, alpacas. Or alpachas. Excuse me if I said it wrong, but welcome in. And thank you for the sub. Hope you're doing well, as we're just chilling out, hanging out, getting to talk while I'm driving on my way going to my mom's school, like we usually do when it's after school. Hello, Hot Cocoa, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. It's been a little while since I last seen you. Did I say it right the first time, or the second time when I say your name on podcast? So I can make sure that I say it correctly for you. Because me being a teacher, I'm always going to worry about if I said someone's name wrong in you guys' case, your usernames. So I want to make sure that I say it properly, and not just that you don't know what I'm trying to say. Because at the end of the day, it's your identity, that I don't want to say your identity wrong. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I hope you enjoy what you hear, and if you want to swing by later tonight when we do World of Warcraft, that's what I'll be playing in about 3.5 hours from now, if you want to stop by later. I usually do an evening stream where I'm playing games, where right now lately I've been doing more of the talking streams ever since I've gotten my new full-time job. So I have more things that can be posted for you guys as options of videos if you guys need to watch something and you want to see something you haven't seen before, for myself or someone else's. That, at least for me wise, I have a backlog of streams or videos that if you haven't had a chance to catch up on it, it's always something you can watch. Because I know sometimes we're trying to figure out what to watch, and maybe something that I did in the past interests you, like, oh, let's check this out. Whether it's a demo that month, who knows for sure what's the case. To say the least. But hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out. If there's stuff you talk about, let me know. Worst case scenario, I tell you that I don't know much about it. So just give you guys a heads up on it. So that's why, like I said, for me wise, I don't know who has all watched it, because it's not like I'm gonna try to use any of those apps of trying to figure out how I got all the views from and stuff like that. So if you have, I appreciate it. I just know I don't always see it if you don't leave comments of knowing who has seen it, because I know at the end of the day, I know that I've had at least 2.5 years worth of videos and streams and stuff like that, and a lot of community posts that you guys can be engaged with or leave comments if you want to and stuff like that. It's nice to officially meet you if you've been watching that. I don't know how long you've been watching me, but I appreciate you watching, because I know if you ever are the one that likes reading people's descriptions, that's why I try to have them. So for those of you that like other things, you can check out the stuff I've made on other channels, just to see what you guys enjoy, because I don't mind you guys critiquing me if you guys are like, hey, next time maybe think about adding pictures and more when you're doing the Rhypi talks or in the music. You will actually like to see me actually play the clarinet instead of just showing the sheet music at that point. Who knows for sure. Stuff like that. I don't mind hearing the critiques, because it's just letting me know what you guys might want to see. It's just sometimes I may not have time to do it, especially right now that I have a full-time job. But when I do have time, I don't mind trying to make the extra effort of making sure that it looks good. Or in the future, if I want to hire an editor to help me make some of my videos, that I'm able to pass it along to the editor as something to consider when they're making a video from my streams or something like that. Who knows for sure. Sure how it will be. And I know right now, because of how the bumpy parts of this road is why I'm constantly changing where you guys are seeing, because I'm slowly trying to move it. Make sure that I'm wobbling back and forth. And part of me was thinking the word wobbling. Some of the words I was thinking about was whipping, because I was thinking of the song, for those of you that know what I'm talking about. Because of the one that was, I forget the name of the song, if it is called Whip It, but the one that's like, I whip my hair back and forth, I whip my hair back and forth. That song I'm thinking about, for those of you that want to know the context. I just can't remember who sings it. I remember that lyric. And maybe one of you guys remember who it is, and I'll be like, oh, I think you're right if I recall it, but I'm not 100% sure. Even if you guys tell me who it is, I'll be like, I think so. Not sure though. But at the end of the day, just, you never know what we're gonna bring up, because it's the flow of the conversation and what we discuss. Who knows for sure. But sometimes that's the joys of doing verbal lives or mobile phones, how you want to joke about it, because you never know what comes to your mind, especially since all of it's ad-lib. It's not like I'm reading it from a teleprompter and telling you exactly what I'm thinking. Unless I'm
because especially with me being on the phone, there's no way me to do it unless I'm reading it on a piece of paper that I have that you guys don't see. But with the wobbly stand, you can see that I don't have any vapors. That's all coming from what's in my head, besides what I read from your chats. Thank you, Saucy. Did you look it up, or did you knew it right off the back? Be interesting to see that. Because I think that's one of the few songs she did because people up and kind of loathe her songs because they didn't seem like they liked the competitive Will Smith's versions of songs and stuff like that. Yeah, I enjoy a lot of his movies. I know that some people, ever since the slap happened, don't like him for whatever reason. Whether it's because they don't like how he handled it, or they felt like that he was just acting because of what his wife wanted him to do, or what Chris Rock wanted him to do. At the end of the day, we don't know for sure because, yes, we know from the comedy special of Chris's side, but I don't think Will has ever admitted why he did it formally, besides just a random interview here and there, if I remember correctly. It's just one of those cases, unless he speaks about it at some point, but I don't think he will ever, because he's still considered, I think, banned from the Oscars now, still. So I don't think it will change unless they're really wanting to invite him back. Who knows? For sure. I think it was the Oscars, if I remember correctly, because not often that I keep up with all the awards news. I just remember hearing about it because my students was like, "Oh no, did you know what happened to Will Smith?" That's how I first heard about it. And just like I had to look up the article later, I was like, "Ouch!" I can see that being bad on both fronts. But I remember really enjoying I Am Legend and iRobot when I was a teenager, even if I know some of my friends didn't care for it as much. So for me, it's just one of those cases. If a student tells me about it, I look at it just to see what they know about it, because especially nowadays with AI, that so many things can be photoshopped, so many things can be fabricated and stuff like that. You have to make sure you find the right information, and why I teach some of my students that, even if I'm not in math class with it, I'm just in a math class that I'm still showing them that, because I want them to notice the fakes and stuff like that, and how to spot those fakes. That it's different for everyone, to say the least. Because everyone has their own approach for teaching. For me, especially with what I'm teaching this year, that I'm trying to do a lot of things, not just one thing. It'll make more sense once I tell you guys about it, once the job is more finalized. I just don't want to accidentally say anything and it's not exactly what I'm gonna do once the job is finalized. So don't want any confusions, to say the least. And then they just trying to figure out how I want to help everyone. And some people are always shocked when I know something, and even when I am speaking Spanish to some of my students to try to help them understand what I'm hearing, and I'm just like, okay, or welcome run day and stuff like that, and they was like, wait, what? You know that word? Because they forget I say that I'm from Texas, because I say that I'm from Galveston, and it doesn't connect to them that I actually know Spanish, even if I can't say full sentences, but I know words that associates with it. So it's like, that's why sometimes I look at them, it's like, don't be cussing in here. Yeah. I would say in Texas-wise, it's about 50-50%. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, depending on what school you're in. Some of it feels closer to 90%, unfortunately. But that's why last year I did not want it to be that I was a teacher where I didn't care, because that's not me. That's why I took a step back and being like, let me not be a teacher for a year, even if I became a sub halfway through, because I was slowly wanting to ease back into it. I'm one of those people that I don't want to feel like I'm just putting a mask and say that this is what it is, or this is why it is because it is, and stuff like that. Hey Sishin, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hello Bedazzle, welcome in. How are you? Hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, and stuff like that. Thank you, Sishin. Unfortunately, to say the least, that it happens a lot, especially depending on who they get to hire. Because sometimes they're just trying to find people to fill the classroom, and other times, like my school, I would say only 10% of them are doing it for the paycheck that we all care about our students of what I'm seeing so far. Because of course I know it was the first week of school, so I know I'm not seeing everyone's colors of what happens after it's been a couple of weeks, or after they have that stressful class and stuff like that. But I know a lot of people, when I was at my other schools, I was always surprised that yes, I can be frustrated about a class, but I'm able to be calm about it. Show my patience still with them, even if they're knuckleheads in some cases. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping them making a difference for them helping them think on their own and stuff like that. Whether it is for math stuff, or when I'm trying to give them like lessons in math. I haven't decided if I'm doing that my new class yet, but I sometimes speak about different life lessons to think about that they may not think about till it happens to them, but at least by me talking about it, it makes them know what to kind of expect if it does happen. Because I know if I just talk about math the whole way through class, especially if it's an hour, 30 minutes, or 2 hours long classes, that if I just do that, it doesn't get anywhere. Where that, at the end of the day, just trying to figure out how I can help all of them. Hey, Mamada, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Hope your stream is going good if you were streaming earlier, or if you're streaming later. Hope it goes well as well if I don't get a chance to stop by. Just chilling out, hanging out as I'm just driving along the route that I usually do. Right now, I'm not worried about the GPS to show me different ways, just because for the two schools, between my school and my mom's school, there's only really one way to go, because all the other ways just takes more time, to say the least. So it's like, why do I try to change it when it works? And I know that you guys don't have to worry about seeing buffering and stuff like that typically in this stream, unless you guys are having difficulties because it's raining that day or whatnot, or that there's bad reception that day. Who knows for sure? But just enjoy being able to do these streams because I like to get to know everyone because you never know who needs to hear some positivity, who wants to learn about the how I'm doing things as a teacher because I know some of you guys once I have talked about it, about you are interested or you want to know more information about how I'm teaching because I am one of the few teachers that do care, as some people may joke, or if you have a lot of teachers that care, I may care in a different way than what you've seen. Who knows for sure? It's not like I know everyone what they are thinking in their heads, because especially since I just see your words and see your names, it's not like I know this is what I think you're saying to me without saying it and stuff like that. Where sometimes when we're not typing, it's just because we're listening to what I say. Who knows for sure? Just enjoy being able to chat about things. Yeah, and I know I don't know everything about the other states, but for me it always feels bad. For me it feels sad when I see that because I wish there was a way for me to help more, but I know I'm only one person. I can't be stretched thin or be pulled as a teddy bear in multiple directions and go different ways and be here for you guys streaming at the same time as me teaching. Because that's the different roles that you can't do because students being in the classroom and stuff like that. And even if it was only one me, I wouldn't want to record the classroom to keep it a safe space for my students where they don't have to worry about that. Someone knows where they're getting taught at. If that happens to me in the future, an old student of mine sees the videos and be like, wait, is this my classroom? It's for me, especially high school, I do not tell anything about Rhypi at all. Because I just don't want to worry about it being an issue. In college, I sometimes do it. At the end of me meeting them because it's their responsibility of what they do. That I can show them what I want to do, but I don't make them try just to get bonus points on tests like people would do if they was in my situation, if they didn't care about the teaching aspect, to say the least. I just show it just so if they need to help them, they can message me on here, being like, hey, check your emails. So I know who I need to help and stuff like that, to say the least.
that much. Sorry about that, guys. But what else do we want to talk about for those of you in chat right now? I know those of you that are watching afterwards, you won't be able to ask me questions directly, but don't be afraid to leave a comment if you have a question for me. So I know if I need to talk about it next time I do a vertical stream, or try to respond to it in some way right now, and then if I need to explain it in more details than what I write down, to let me know. Welcome back, alpacas. Hope things are still going well for you. Is there anything you guys want me to talk about? Let me know. As I'm trying to think of something to talk about too, is why I started helping. Since I do have an entitled like stock gun home. I want you guys to be ready for any time I hum. So you never know when I'm going to hum. Sometimes I'm wanting to hum something. Sometimes it's just in case I'm doing random hums all together. And I'm like, okay, what do I want to hum about? If I want to joke about different kinds of laugh like that one, even though I didn't do a high pitch one, I was trying to do the Prince Priestley Sage laugh in Super Mario Saga, Mario Luigi, when it was like a little bit more higher pitch for those of you that know that character. Where you're in both Star Saga, I think, partners in time, but especially Dream Team. And I know those two games for sure. I just can't remember after that, because I haven't played Color Splash or some of the other Paper Mario games. Where, for those of you that know, that there's many people that despise that game. For me, when I played it, it wasn't too bad. I remember being upset about the final boss. I managed to beat it, but I don't think I ever 100%ed it because I was not wanting to worry about it for that game. For those of you that know the game. Yeah, I know that's why some people don't like Color Splash, or I forget which one it was before Color Splash, or Mario Luigi wise. Oh, Paper Jam. And people didn't always care for it because it felt
like the puzzles was sometimes too simple, to say the least. But it's like if I want to eventually look at those games to see what was good about it, what was not but good about it. But I would like to own a Wii U and use my Switch for different things, so I can showcase the game and not just find another way of showing it. I want to actually have the hardware, as it is considered a console for both of them. Even if it's a bit for the Wii U because it's not in production. Hello gamer, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing today, gamer? That's good to hear, gamer. And if you answered it before, just answer it for me. But what games do you usually play, if you don't mind me asking, gamer? Whether you do it for your channel or you just do it on your own free time. Because I know I mentioned one of the last streams, I think yesterday, if I remember correctly, is when I last saw you. I just gonna remember, besides Minecraft, if you play anything else, or you just enjoy doing the builds, or if you've ever done different Minecraft servers where people do different Pokemon ones or other stuff. Hey Mob, how you doing? Welcome in, happy weekend to you too, bro. I'm doing well, hope you're doing well too. We're just chilling out, hanging out before I end the stream at some point within the next 15 minutes because I'm close to my mom's school. But hope your job search has been going good because I know you've been searching too. Nice. Because I know you've been debating about which job you want to find when we last talked. If you didn't mind me saying it out loud. Because I know you was trying to decide which route you wanted to do. No worries, gamer. No worries at all. But that's why I always ask, because I'm just curious what each of our knowledge are about different games. Thanks, Mom. And hopefully you get yours soon too, so we can be happy that we both have full-time jobs. Because I remember the last time we talked, I think you had found something, or you're looking for something more than that it's actually related to your degree, if I remember right. Yeah, I know I wish I can help you find them too, but I know that sometimes, as people say, it's best to help to have it where not too many people are trying to find the jobs for someone else. Yeah, I understand completely. Because I know, especially when Chris always wins, and I can always show you how to join his group that I'm part of, where they talk about different things of the tech industry, and see if it's something you're interested in hearing. That they do a Zoom meeting every Friday morning to discuss different topics. If you want me to help you get added to that group, because I know a group that's is helping each other understand different aspects of tech, or how to get into the tech world and stuff like that. If you want me to share you into the group at some point, that we can talk about it at a later point. I think the that might help you. If you're interested, of course. It's going to be that people want to know your real name. If you are interested. Because it's going to be people who aren't on YouTube. Because the only ones who are on YouTube are those of us that come from Chris Always Win stream. Because it's me and 2 others and Chris. So if you're interested, just let me know later. So that way I can give you more information about it, so you can see if it's something you're interested in. I just need to find the website again, because I joined it last year and I didn't think about it till now. That might be able to help you out too. Just something I wanted to offer if you're interested.